Hey guys, we're back in DC Universe Online. This is SH. We are doing the quest chain up until the Lighthouse, which is the next solo dungeon. And I'm probably going to stop it once we hit that dungeon. Let's get this collection thing and add it to our collection, because you never know, we might find it all. That was actually the social tab, which I will explain at some other time, but for now, let's grab this quest over here from Fast Eddie and start destroying dudes. Now, I did pick up one other power, if you notice, but the power actually takes super bar charge, which is actually the third bar that was hidden underneath that we didn't really know about because there was no power to use it with yet. But now we do have power, so now we'll be able to do that. And it is actually gorilla form, which should be pretty fun. Let's talk to these guys.
Oh man, make it stop!
So on this quest, we are just destroying canisters, and the retaliators on Venom. Oh, okay, so we're just basically killing dudes. I mean, there isn't much. I've said this before. There isn't much difference between many of the quests. I mean, they have like the main stuff, kind of like delivery, killing, and yeah, destroying. Those are pretty much like the only things you're gonna be doing. There's maybe like opening or something around those lines, but this is the main kind of stuff. And you probably should get used to it because you're gonna be doing a lot of it. But if you're into this kind of stuff, I mean, the combat's fun, and most of the quests have to do with like taking out mobs and stuff like that. So if you enjoy the combat, then you're probably gonna enjoy it. Gotta get used to using that push away move more instead of just rolling away. Might as well push them away and do damage, then roll away doing no damage and leaving myself vulnerable. Let's get these guys! One of the only things I don't like about, I guess, holding things or interacting with things is once you actually start, it kind of just does it on its own. I mean, I guess that's good if you just like to hold it down for a second. But see, like that, like you could get jumped by something and not know what to do because, oh, I guess it interrupts you, but you might want to get a little head start on it and you get destroyed. Oh my gosh. So close. I thought we were gonna be able to finish off that guy with that last hit, but looks like no. Now I do want to correct myself from last time though. I said that you only get one gadget when you're leveling up acrobatics, and that's actually not true. You do get one other, and that's rocket glide, so that you can kind of fly basically. You can only do it outside of combat though, but it makes it that much faster getting places, and that's always good. You want to minimize downtime when doing things, especially in an MMO where the trend is kind of to sit around sometimes because you're kind of like, hey, I don't know what there is left to do.
That really hurt.
And that could actually happen kind of when you're max level, because you're pretty much at the point where you have to have a guild, or in this game they call them leagues. You're at that point where you need it, and then you're also at the point where if you don't have one, you're going to be waiting it for stuff to queue, so there's going to be some downtime. Now there is a couple things you can do in downtime, usually outside of the main areas, your main area of like a nightclub or the PlayStation booth. So when you get outside those areas, there are wanted signs on the walls, and there's wanted signs inside too, but that's something else entirely. But I'm talking about the ones that are more PvP oriented. I guess if you're on a PvP server, this is going to be a lot easier. But it's to kill new villains, or heroes, or knock them out, I guess not kill. And you can do that unlimited times. You don't get that much XP for doing it, so I guess that technically there is a way to gain experience while PvPing. But you're still just gonna be killing like whoever you find, so you're basically just like, hey, let's go gank for like 5 minutes, and you usually get a like somewhat decent reward of potions and stuff like that, which I need to get used to using because I'm only used to using those in PvP. So my other character, I really never needed to use it. Oh god. Gorilla form! That did not last very long. Holy crap.
So much pain.
Oh my gosh. See, anything will interrupt you from any sort of interaction.
Now I'll never get to have Venom.
Now I wonder if I triggered... Oh, okay, so I actually triggered getting out of ape form. I thought that was actually like on a timer or something like that, but it's not. I actually did press the 1 button because I thought you would be able to use roar like you did in wolf form, but you can't. So this is kind of your tanking form or something like that, and it does run out. I didn't do that this time.
No more pain, please. So much pain.
The idea of the Joker doing science experiments makes me very, very nauseous. But hey, at least now we know too much venom is bad.
Ready to rumble? Bane's holed up in the Cape Carmine Lighthouse with the last of his venom. Use the entrance up top behind the light to get on in there and make the city safer to Falcone's bribery and exploitation. And oh, Killer Croc's inside. Falcone is actually paying him to take out Bane, when everyone knows he'd do it for free.
Now I do have a side quest here.
No, don't take away the venom.
Fast Eddie did give it to me, so I'm assuming this is it. It says take out the cops, Gotham Police. And you want to do side quests whenever you kind of have the opportunity. It's always a good idea. It's always good to have the bonus XP and not be behind when you get up to the point where you're gonna start needing that little bit extra to get through the dungeons a little bit easier. Because you definitely don't want to be lower than the dungeon that you're in, unless you know your class like really well. then you're probably okay. Oh, here's one of those explorers things, but I haven't picked up like any of those.
Bane will give me
So, if you can tell, there is another bar below my power bar, which is the supercharged bar. And my icon for 4 is the ape form. So you can see that I can actually go into it right now. That's because my ape form only costs 25% of the power that I have. Just 2 more police officers. There's 2. There we go.
I got this
So it looks like in the shape-shifting tree so far, there's really no emphasis on powers as much as just changing, which you'd assume. But I only have 1 power to use outside of changing forms. At least right now. I assume that later. See, this is one of the problems that is kind of with getting up buildings sometimes. I mean, you saw right there, I was just like glitching the F out. I mean, I couldn't get up that building. And you're only supposed to just like walk up it. Man, I wouldn't want to be the speedsters sometimes, because they have it bad sometimes. They're really hard to control for one, and then just like glitches like that just make it super tough sometimes to get where you want to go. Looks like I gotta keep going up.
My lighthouse is full of that disgusting venom. Just the smell makes me sick. Clear it out and I'll make it worth your while.
And alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll enter Cape Carmine Lighthouse. And this time there is actually gonna be Bane, so there will be a Bane boss fight. And there will be a cutscene at the end, I believe. So we're gonna do that next time. Please rate, thumbs up, do whatever, all that stuff. Not rate because that doesn't exist anymore. And subscribe. Alright, see ya.